Alrighty, hello guys, welcome your faces back to another video on my channel. Today we are back in Stormworks yet again, and today we're actually back with our submarine aircraft carrier right here. So, you guys will see, we do actually have a plane on board now, which is, I don't know, I don't know whether I like it, to be honest. It works, it flies, and yeah, it folds up and goes inside. However, I don't know whether it's nice enough. So, we might actually have to get rid of that for right now. And start working on the actual submarine itself, working on the actual ballast tanks, and the engines and stuff like that, as well as, I actually want to go ahead and move the entire superstructure backwards to around here. So it's not too much further backwards, but it is a little bit. And the other thing I would like to do as well is actually have it go upwards from a little bit further backwards, just so that we actually have a smoother transition between the flat bit and the angled bit. You know, the longer it is, the shallower the incline will be, and the better it'll be for taking off and stuff like that. I also want to move this, which is the crane, to this side so that the door doesn't interact with it, and it's just a little bit easier. So how about we start off with that? Oh no, actually, let's start off by moving this entire thing backwards a little bit, and then we'll move the crane, and then we'll start work on the ballast tanks. Let's get to it. Okay, so this isn't really something that I want to do, but it is something that we will do, just to hopefully make it work a little bit nicer. Also, with that being said, we are missing a piece right here, which I'm not entirely sure why it's missing, but it needs to be re-added, but that's fine. So let's go down to here, go out to the side, make sure we get all of it, go up to the tippity top, there we go. Go all the way backwards to, I guess, actually all the way backwards to here, which is crazy, but yes. All the way out sideways to there, and I think that should be good. We do need to make sure we grab all of this. There we go, we've grabbed all of this as well. Okay, cut. Oh, this is going to seem really weird. But yes, we're going to go ahead and move this entire thing backwards to around there. It looks a bit weird, but I think that'll be fine. We're going to merge this down. We're going to have to do this entire thing again, which is silly and stupid, but we will do it. So let's go ahead and delete all of these. Oh, I didn't do it on both sides. Of course I didn't. Why would I? Now, here we go. We're going to do that all the way backwards to there. We're going to go to the other side and do the same thing, obviously. So deleting these as we go. And essentially, we're moving it backwards just so that we can have the front piece be a little bit longer. And then planes will have a better time taking off. And yeah, it just makes sense. I think it will also look a little bit nicer too. Now, we haven't moved it backwards that far, so it's not going to change too much. But yeah, I don't think this is going to look terrible. I don't think so. Yeah, okay. No, I like that. I like that. We got a much longer front end. That's cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this piece and this piece. Cut those. We're going to move those into here where the door is, obviously, because that's what it's for. We're going to merge this with this, and there we go. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is these guys, obviously. And we're going to go ahead and fix this in too, because that is just how it works. Paint that too, there we go. Go ahead and put this piece back in, do this one, and there we go, nice. So, that looks pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and spawn it in, see what that looks like. It's over there. Yeah, no, that looks better, I think. I think that looks way better. I could even move it further backwards than that, but I'm not sure I want to. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is actually get rid of this plane. I am going to go ahead and grab it, and we will put it into a different thing really quickly. Just so that we can actually save it, because that's what I need to do. So let's go ahead and cut this. There we go. Let's see if we've got the entire plane, which indeed we do. We'll save this first as aircraft carrier submarine. We'll then load up this one, and we will paste this over it, because I believe that one doesn't have an engine or something. I don't know. Right, paste it in. There we go. And that is it. That is now our new aeroplane. Bam! There we go, good. So this will either be modified or changed to a brand new plane very soon. But we'll have to wait and see. So save that again, because that had a weird piece on it. But there we go. Good. Okay, we're making progress here. The next thing we're going to do is actually move this thing. So let's go ahead and repaste this onto there. Turn it around, paste it on. There we go, good. We're then going to go ahead and take the entire crane, which is quite big. Sorry, I had a cough. But yeah, it's quite big, and we're going to go ahead and move it. So let's go ahead and cut this, turn it around, we'll put it on the other side, and that'll be fine. I've got a really bad, like, cold or cough, or I don't know what it is. I feel really ill recently. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and put that there, and I think that'll be good. Yeah, so let's go ahead and paste this here. That seems like a good location for it. There we go, nice. And we will merge this with this. There we go. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Hopefully the door still opens. Obviously, we might have some issues with it, but let's see. Here we go. Thank you for the suggestion to do this, by the way. I really appreciate it. But, yeah, I think that is good. We might have to have some, like, limitations on this, because at the minute it's a little bit weird. But, yeah, this is looking pretty good so far. Cool. The other thing that we're going to have issues with as well is obviously if we are going to go ahead and turn this around, which is not good. We need to move the side of which we are controlling it from. But essentially it needs to be able to like aim out this way, be able to pick up an aircraft, which is going to be quite heavy, without tipping the entire submarine over, and then lifting it back over and actually putting it onto the rails. That's going to be quite a challenge. But, I mean, it's possible, so that's good. Okay, next thing that we have to do then is to actually work on this situation right here. So, what we'll do is we will clear this, we'll grab this guy, and... oh, it's different on both sides. Why have I done that? Oh, I guess I didn't mirror it. Yikes. Alright, hold on. Let me delete this. Let me delete this and delete all of this. And we're going to have to delete, like, all of that too, and this. Alright, cool. So, this is going to go down there instead. That's fine. The only thing is even though I'm doing this now, it's going to be kind of weird in the way that we're doing it. Because what's going to happen is, although we're doing this, there's going to be an issue with the way that it actually goes up anyway, and it's going to be completely different to what this looks like. So, I'm not sure what to do here, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So, let's go ahead and grab this guy and this guy. Go ahead and cut them. We're going to move them backwards to around halfway down, which is here. And we're going to do this. So, merge those guys. Cool. We're then going to take this guy and this guy, and we're going to cut those and paste them. We'll then move it forwards by one, paste it again. Merge this guy with this guy, this guy with this guy, and then this guy with this guy. And then we need to seal this off. Underneath, we need to actually seal all of this off too. So do this and this. Cool. We don't need those there anymore, so that's fine. And that is our new area. I know it looks a bit weird, but it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Maybe. Of course, they don't need to angle as much up anymore, so let's go ahead and drop this down to like 0.4. Spawn it in again, and we'll see what kind of angle we get from that. That's not very much. That is not very much. In fact, actually, what we'll do is we'll get a throttle lever, and we'll do it from there, because that makes the most sense, actually. Let's go ahead and put this here. Go ahead and attach this over to these guys. There we go. Spawn it in. And try again. Let's see what happens. Here we go. So, over we go. Do this. Ah! Aha! We've run into a limitation of where it can actually go up. Interestingly enough, that's strange. It's very weird. So, I guess we'll actually delete these guys at the end. All of them. Yep. We're going to bring this way just a little bit, and we're going to use these instead, which, honestly, bit of a weird way of doing it, but hopefully a good way of doing it. So there we go. It's still sealed off underneath, and it should work. So let's go ahead and try. No, it's still getting stuck. Is that a limitation of these guys, maybe? I don't know what the limitation is here. I don't know what's getting it stuck. That's really weird. They are connected, and they do go up to there. That's fine. They're all connected to each other in the right places. There's nothing else stuck in here, so it should just work. I feel like it should just work anyway. Let's go ahead and do this and try again. I don't know whether that's even the limitation. Was it a minus number? Maybe it was. Alright, here we go. It's doing it again. What is Why is it getting stuck? That's really weird. Right, okay, let's just go to this real quick and make this a little bit stronger. And then maybe it's that? Maybe it's the fact that it's just too weak to lift it, possibly? I don't see why it would be. Yeah, see? That's weird. What's happening? Okay, I genuinely do not know what happened there, but we have got it to work afterwards, which is nice, I suppose. This is a nice gradual angle as well. It does seem to work out fine. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to go ahead and attach like a 1x4 onto this piece, and hopefully that'll be fine. And then all of this, I mean, it's a bit random, the fact that it doesn't attach on, but I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Maybe we actually make this like too tall instead. Maybe that'll work. Let's try. Okay, so I've made it too tall, and now you can see that there is only a tiny little gap right there, and everything else actually seems to be fine. The only other thing that I would change is I might get rid of the 1x2s right there, because I don't know if they're interacting too weirdly. So we'll probably get rid of those. But yeah, we need to figure out how much this actually needs to move. So it's actually more like 0.8. Maybe even 0.7. Yeah, 0.7? 0.07, I should say. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll also get rid of those guys at the end, and we'll see what happens. Here we go. Let's go ahead and just whack these guys onto there like this. Delete this guy. This is going to be 0.07. There we go. Attach this guy onto here and here, and the value of these, the speed, is going to be maximized. There we go. So hopefully it doesn't get stuck this time. It, of course, has got stuck. That's really annoying. Because it should just be working, but it's just not, and I'm not sure what it's getting stuck on. What are you getting stuck on? Maybe it needs an override. I don't know. Right, we're just going to go ahead and use the throttle lever for now. Because that's really annoying. So let's just go ahead and put this right here. The max value is going to be like 0.07. So it doesn't go overboard. And we'll attach this onto each of these. That's really frustrating though, because I want that to work. I really do. But never mind. Right, okay, so let's do this. See, it gets stuck, and then it folds back down, and then it works. 0.7 is actually way too much. So we actually want it to be something like literally 0.4, as I suggested earlier. Alright, cool. 0.4 it is. Let's do it. 0.04, there we go. Alright, cool. And that should go up to the right angle and be fine. Okay, don't know why it's having issues, but it totally is. But we're back in a situation where hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, this. I don't know if this is going to be strong enough either. So that might be an issue for later. But yeah, we're good now. This is cool. Okay, so this is now what it looks like. What I think we do is we move the bottom layer of 1x4s this way about 3 blocks. And then we'll leave it pretty much like that. Honestly, I think that'll be fine. Although, actually, maybe we just leave it all the same. So we bring all of these guys inwards again, because this is now higher than that anyway. And also, a propeller plane won't get stuck on any of these either. And the fact that it's shallower might mean that a propeller plane will be fine actually mounting it as well. I'm not sure, but maybe we can test that. Okay, so now that we've actually done that, we can move on to some other things. One of the things that I do want to do is I want to actually add a ballast tank differently to how we normally do subs in this game, or how I normally do subs in this game anyway. The ballast tank is actually just going to go on the bottom, which is kind of a weird way of doing it, I guess, possibly. I'm not sure. I don't know what you guys do, but I'm just going to go ahead and have it on the bottom to begin with, because I feel like that's one of the easier ways of doing it. I can then do it down the sides afterwards if we need to. I don't know what this is, so I'm going to get rid of that. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and send this all the way to the back. Now, the main reason I'm doing this is because we don't need all of this space. We really just don't need all of this space. However, what we will do is have this bit be the ballast tank right here. All the way back down to the front, or from the back to the front. So the water can actually get in through these side pieces, like we said when we actually added them. So we're going to go ahead and do that. There we go. Okay, that actually doesn't look too bad. We're going to go ahead and seal this off so it doesn't look so weird as well. There we go, just that piece and this. And yeah, honestly, that doesn't look terrible. From there, we're actually going to go ahead and seal all these guys off too, obviously. So we don't need them, so we're going to go ahead and do this. And that is fine. There we go. At this end, we're going to go ahead and seal this off. We don't need these guys, so that's it. The ballast tanks are going to go underneath, which means we can get rid of all this. And this is going to hopefully look and maybe even work really, really well. We'll see. So we delete all of those. And I guess we should actually have maybe 4 ballast tanks instead of just having 2. Or instead of just having 1, maybe 4 makes sense. But yeah, we'll go all the way to the back with this one. Here we go. Excellent. Of course, that is where the propeller actually goes in. So we need to work out what we're going to do there. But let's go ahead and do this, going upwards to there. And honestly, wherever this is, we're going to delete it real quick. Bring that upwards to there, because the engines are going to have to be quite high. And work that out. So, yep, that could go upwards like this. We're then going to get a straight pipe. We're going to go from there upwards to here. And that is where the engines are going to have to go. Or at least, like, somewhere. We're not going to have too much room in here either. Even though it is quite a big submarine. I think that's just going to be fine. So, in order to calculate whether this is going to work or not, we need some pumps, obviously, to pump in and out. And the engines we're going to use, by the way, are probably just going to be normal ones. I am thinking we just use these. They look okay as engines, and they're also going to work alright, so I think it just makes sense to use these. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Today, we won't work on these, obviously, but yeah. What do you guys think of this? Whether we just use these guys. We could use modular ones if we wanted to, but I don't know if I want to. So, yeah, I guess that's up to you guys to decide whether we want to or not. What I'm thinking we do here, by the way, is we send this down to there, and then wherever it gets a little bit squidgy, we just seal it off. Okay? I don't want to be messing around with anything that looks too wonky. Obviously, that is on the other side of there for now, but that's okay. If we go down to this side, I'm actually going to go ahead and seal it here for now. And this is essentially the living area that we've got in the center, which is fine, I think. We need a way to get down there, but we will figure that out. And we need to paint this in, paint this in, paint this. We also actually need this to go all the way backwards too. So let's go ahead and delete these, going all the way backwards to about here. And we will send it from here forwards. Just like that. There we go. Oh, and put another one of these in too. There we go. Cool. So the hangar will fit probably like 3 planes, maybe. And then obviously we could fit another one on the deck if we need to, but then we wouldn't be able to submerge. But still, that's fine. Alright, cool. I have noticed these guys on the outside, so let's go ahead and get rid of those. Yep, there's 1, and there is 2. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is actually get a meter. Okay, so it's going to be a liquid meter. Oh, is it going to be a gas meter? Ah, I didn't realize a gas meter was a thing. Anyway, this is going to go in here. I'm going to delete a hole in the front wall. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and put a liquid meter in the bottom bit. So delete these 2 right here, put a liquid meter in. There we go. Cool. We're then going to get a spawner for this bit down here. So delete these guys and put this in. And that's fine. Alright, cool. So, we need some dials, and we need to figure out what this is going to be, but that should be doable. So, dial. Here we go. This one is going to be for tanks. This one is going to be for internals. Internal space. Alright, cool. And we're also going to delete this right here so that we can have all of the internal space be the same thing. As long as there isn't a hole up there, which is good. And there does need to be a hole into here as well. So let's just delete this. And there we go. We got holes everywhere, but that's fine. Cool. So this is tanks. Ballast. Ballast tank. There we go. And we'll see what happens. So ballast tank is going to go down to here. Yeah, liquid level. Sure. That should spawn in full. And then this one is going to be capacity right here. Spawn it in. Oh, there's a little bit more as well, actually, isn't there? There is a little bit more. The main reason we're doing this is we're trying to calculate... Well, we want neutral buoyancy, really, but we're not going to get it. I just need all of the empty spaces accessible. There we go. Right, cool. Go. So this is it actually full. These are the ballast tanks full. We need to see if it sinks or whether it floats. It is currently floating, so the ballast tanks need to be bigger. Unfortunately. Not too much bigger, but a little bit. Let's go to the inside and see what the difference is. So if we have a little look right here. Ballast tank is 512,000 liters, whereas the internal space is 1.3 million. Wait, is that right? I think that's correct. Is that right? Yeah, 1.34 million. So, ballast tank, very small compared to the internal space. However, we are sinking still, quite a bit. Interesting. Right, so what we're going to do from there then is we need to make the ballast tank a lot bigger. Oh, we're sinking because of this. There's loads of weight down there. We need to raise the ballast tank up so it has more space. So what I'm suggesting we do is we use some of this room at the front as a ballast tank, and we use some of the room at the back as a ballast tank too, and that should allow us to sink a little bit better. So let's do that up to there. There we go. Cool, this will be part of the ballast tank. Let's go ahead and delete these guys. There we go. All the way up to there, I guess. Sure. And we're going to delete this going forwards to here. Okay, awesome. Awesome sauce. Yes. All right, cool. Delete all of that. Delete all of this. And all of that can be deleted too. That does mean, I guess, all of this can be deleted. But if we're going to go for separate ballast tanks so we can weigh it down a little bit differently, we don't want to do this. But I'm sure this is fine. Okay, cool. So, now that we've done that then, let's go ahead and see how it sinks. This is just with the front bit done, without doing the back bit. So it should be a lot heavier towards the front than the back, and that has fully sank. So how much has that actually added? Let's go ahead and have a look. Okay, 600. So that added another like 100,000. So, we're going to go to the back, and we're going to do the same thing. And hopefully it will sink back there too. So we're going to delete these. Going backwards to wherever. I think around here, to be fair. So let's go ahead and do this. And we're going to have to seal this off. That is maybe too much room for it, to be fair. So what we'll do is this. Yeah. Okay. We're going to have to get rid of this. This is all just like, maybe not temporary, but like this is all just testing. Just to see what changes we need to make in order to make it sink. That looks pretty good. The front end's still too heavy. The back end's still too light. So I guess we just raise that bit of the floor in the back end. And that should be good. Honestly, this changes a little bit as we go anyway. And the main reason for that is the way that it works. It just changes. Because we're going to be adding planes to this. We're going to be adding loads of fuel to this. There's just so much to change in the time between that this might be different. Like completely different. But yeah, let's go ahead and open it up completely and see if it fully sinks. Honestly, having the ballast tanks that big isn't too much of an issue. And that doesn't actually seem too bad. That is not too bad at all. I'm really happy with that. It looks cool too. It does. Yeah. Alright, nice. Let's go down there and have a little look at it. Yes, it looks wonderful underwater. This is 720,000 liters, and this is 1 million. So that's 1 million. That is 720,000. Obviously, the extra weight definitely weighs us down. But that's alright. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Also, this is actually an open room, in case we need to use it. And then this is the ballast tank. So yeah, we've got loads of room on the inside still. We've still got all of this, obviously, to use too. So I'm happy. Yeah. Also, if we open this, we will just flood. That's scary. Look at that. It's all just flooding in. Yikes. I'm not even safe in here because I've done this. I wonder how quick it is to actually fill, actually. Not. Oh, actually, it's going to fill up below, isn't it, first? Oh, wow, yeah. It is quite quick to fill up. We can go up here, but still we aren't safe. We are still not safe. But yeah, that's really cool. Anyway, I think I am gonna end this video here for now. We've actually done quite a lot today, even though it doesn't really look like it. I feel like we've done a pretty good job. Also, we're just getting sucked in. That's really weird. But yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and finish this video here for now. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the things that we actually ended up doing today. And yeah, hopefully in the future we can do a lot better. With that being said, a few of you guys have also said maybe a jet engine aircraft. I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't want to do that. But yeah, maybe a better plane will do. We'll see. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.